Alright, so welcome back. So in this lesson we're going to be going over some new songs, Anointing and Surround Me, O Lord, in the key of C. These are really awesome songs because they also, like Jesus is the Answer, they use every single chord in the key of C. So it's a great way to practice them. Now we're also going to be going over some tricks to teach you all of the major chords and all of the minor chords. We use something called grouping that's going to teach you how to memorize them all really easily. We'll get into that here in a minute. Alright, so your first song is Anointing, and it basically is, the chord progression is E minor, A minor, D minor, G, E minor, A minor, D minor, G, C, C, F, D minor, C, G, C. Now we're going to repeat it again. F over G. That's our restart chord, remember? E minor, A minor, D minor, G, E minor, A minor, D minor, G, C, C, F, D minor, C, G, C. Now we're going to hit a C again to end it. Alright? So, same chords here. You can use these chords to play almost any song in the world, but different progression. That's what makes the difference. That's what makes a song sound different from a different song. So this song, Jesus is the Answer, we're walking down. Okay, this song we're skipping around. E, A, D, G. And we'll go over more about this stuff later, how the E likes to go to the A and the A likes to go to the D. D likes to go to the G. We have that up our sleeve too. But for now, just kind of be aware of these chords and how we're using the same chords because we're still in the key of C. A lot of times, most of the time when you're playing the key of C, these are going to be the chords you're going to be using. All right, so Surround Me, O Lord. C, E minor, F, G, C, E minor. If you don't know these songs, YouTube them. F, look them up online. G, C, E minor. I mean, if you want to learn them, besides just for practice. F, A minor. Okay, D minor, G, C, F over G. One more time. C. Surround me, oh Lord. Surround me. I can't sing. Oh Lord. Surround me, oh Lord. Let your presence fill this place. End it right here. Okay, so when you end it, you don't hit that fraction chord again. You don't hit the repeat chord. So that's basically it. I mean, that's as simple as music is. And we're going to go over more in depth on how the chord movements work, and we're going to get more deep into that in later lessons as well. But just to point one out, for example, you've got an A minor, D minor, G, C. Same progression that you see in Anointing. Same progression, A minor, D minor, G, C. Okay, so you'll want to start recognizing those chord progressions. I also recommend memorizing these songs. You don't want to just play them off the chord sheet. You want to memorize them, get them in your heart. You don't want to be having to flip through a book when God puts a song in your heart at altar call or in service or something. You want to have these songs memorized. All right, and that only comes with playing them over and over again. Practice, practice, practice. All right, so now we're going to learn one of my favorite tricks called grouping. This is for how you memorize all your major chords, and then the minor chords kind of feed into it, okay? So now we're going to learn all the major chords. This is super important. I really highly recommend you do that. Okay, so we've got 4 groups we're going to look at here. Our first group, you already know. They're called, I call them the whiteys, but it's the all white notes, okay? So C, F, and G. Those are your 3 chords that are all white notes, okay? They all have the same shape. Your hand keeps the same position with all of them. Okay, The second group, however, I call these the backward Oreos because they're white notes with a black note in the middle. Okay, white notes with a black note in the middle. So these are going to be D major chord, not D minor. Remember, the difference between major and minor is you move the middle note down a half step. So this is D major, this is D minor, D major, D minor, D major, D minor. Okay, don't get them confused. So we're going to group D, E. E is also two white notes with a black in the middle, and A. D, E, A, D, E, A, D, E, A, D, E, A. However way you can memorize that. If you got to do it 15 times, memorize it. Do that. 15 is a good number scientifically. It helps you remember things. All right, D, E, A. All right, so those are your backward Oreos, okay? Now you've got your Oreos. Now these are, as you know what an Oreo is, hopefully. They're black notes with a white note in the middle, okay? So, D flat is 1. See that? D flat or C sharp, but we in gospel music we call things by a D flat, usually in flats. E flat is another. E flat G, B flat, and then A flat C, E flat. So instead of D, E, A, now it's D flat, E flat, A flat. D flat, E flat, A flat. D flat, E flat, A flat. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. D flat, E flat, A flat. Take care, make sure you hit every single note right. Don't be hitting some notes wrong. Now you'll notice when you hit these notes, it's kind of hard because what your finger has to do is it actually has to slide up the white note. Okay, so I'm actually hitting the D flat with my middle finger kind of like slid up because that's the only way you can really get to it comfortably. Okay, E flat, G, B flat, and literally my middle finger is, if you could see it, it's between the two black notes here. It's not way back here at the bottom of the note. It's between the two black notes. Okay, same thing with A flat. When you get to these chords like this, like the Oreos, this is making me want to go eat an Oreo. But D flat, E flat, A flat. You gotta slide your finger up. You gotta slide it up to get there. All right, so those the first group, all whiteys, C, F, G, backward Oreos, D, E, A, Oreos, D flat, E flat, A flat. Super easy. If you think about them in groups, you don't have to worry about trying to think of them on the fly. Now the fourth group is made up of the for my students I call them the weirdos, but miscellaneous. Okay, that's the nice way to say it. Miscellaneous. So G flat's the only all black major chord. So it's G flat, B flat, D flat. F sharp, G flat, same chord, same note. But it's the only all black note. Okay? G flat, G flat, G flat, G flat. G flat. Okay? And it won't happen overnight. It's going to take some practice. Go through these things for like a week. I recommend going through each one of these lessons, practicing them for at least a week. More if you need to. If you get them faster than that, great. That's awesome. You're above average. The next one is B flat. Now B flat is one black with two whites. One black with two whites. Okay? Thumb is on B flat, middle finger on D, pinky on F. This is a B flat chord. B flat major chord. Okay, so G flat's all black. B flat is black, followed by two whites. And then you've got the B major chord, which is B. It's one white, has two black notes follow it after it. Okay, so B, D sharp, F sharp. Okay, G flat, B flat, B. Okay. Once again, all white notes. C, F, G. Backward Oreos. D, E, A. Oreos. D flat, E flat, A flat. Weirdos or miscellaneous. G flat, B flat, B. Okay. Take them, memorize, and practice them. I recommend learning those first. You can go back through and do the same thing with the minor chords, but it doesn't work as well with the minor chords, I've noticed. So what I usually do with the minor chords, it works, but just not as well. I tend to just think of the major chord and then move my middle finger down a half step. Okay, so here's C, there's C minor, here's F minor, here's G, here's G minor, here's D, here's D minor, here's E, here's E minor, here's A minor, D flat, here's D flat minor, okay, change the F to the E, here's E flat, change the G to the G flat, E flat minor, here's A flat, change the C to the B, here's G flat, change the D flat to the A, here's B flat, change the D to the D flat, here's B, change the E flat to the D. So that's how I kind of think about it, especially when I was first beginning, is I would think about the major chord first and then make my minor chord based on the major chord, because you don't need to be thinking about too many groups, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get the major chords down, memorize those groups, and then when you come to the minor chord, think about the major chord, and then just move your middle finger down, move the middle note down, and it becomes automatic, especially if you practice it ahead of time. You don't want to ever get in a situation where you haven't practiced it ahead of time. So memorize these, play them, practice them for at least a week until you got them down. One last thing, last little tip here to finish this lesson. Chord sheets. When you come to a chord on a chord sheet that you don't know yet, for example, a 7, a 9, 11, 13, whatever, the best thing to do is just to erase or ignore the number and just play the basic chord. So if it says like C7, just play a C. If it says C9, just play a C. If it says C11, just play a C. That'll work sometimes, a lot of the time. It doesn't always work. If you come to a C minor 7, erase the number, play a C minor. C minor 9, A minor 9, erase the 9, just play the plain minor chord. And that'll work most of the time. With diminished chords, it doesn't work. That is an exception. Sometimes it works with augmented chords, sometimes it doesn't. But majority of the time, that's your best bet. It's definitely better than stopping and not playing anything in most cases. So, all right, God bless. This is the end of lesson 2. We'll see you back here shortly for your next one.